It's emotional.
Nice to be here, Maury.
Nice to see you. You think that's your daughter?
I want her to be, yes.
You see any similarities?
I see a little bit. She's got my dimple in the chin, and she's got my spunkiness, I can tell you that.
It's not like you gave up on her. You carried her photo all these years.
Yes, it is.
Was it a baby picture?
It's the photo that I had, the guy of her got taken from her in 2001 is the last time I seen her, and it was Christmas. Yeah. And I said I wanted to have a photo of her. And they turned around and took a picture of her for me and gave it to me. And I had it for the longest time, just the photo itself. But when I finally technology, I took a photo of it with my phone. And ever since I've had my cell phone, I've had that picture in my phone.
Now, you can understand her being without a father all this time.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you come up, and so there's a part of her that's kind of a little angry, saying to herself, where was my dad? Was he looking for me?
Right.
And what she doesn't know is you were.
Yes, I was. I've been trying to find her since she was taken away from me. But every door that I went to, everybody I tried talking to, they just shut the door on me and they said, you're not worth it. We're not telling you nothing. You lost your rights.
One of the reasons why you lost your lights because you were down on your luck. You were homeless.
Yep.
And they weren't going to give a child to anybody who was homeless.
Right. They said they would not be able to give me my daughter because I didn't have a home. I had a job, but it wasn't paying that much. And I finally talked to DCFS, told them I had an opportunity to go out to California for a better job. And they said if I could get the job and show that I could support my girl, I could have her. By the time I got out there, that job fell through and I was back on the street again. I called DCFS and they told me I was nothing but a loser. Then I met my wife, told her my story, and she started helping me try to find my daughter. And her and I have tried so hard to find Lucinda that my depression has kicked in a lot, where it was spiraling me out of control. And she looked at me last year and said, honey, we're going to find her by one way or another.
You were sure?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
And we went down to DCFS last week. And I got a number that I could try to get a hold of some people to try to see if I could find her. And the next day, I wake up, flip on Facebook, and who do I see? Lucy, asking me. And she just said, I got something strange to ask you, and it's going to be kind of weird. And I didn't know the name for Adam, so I asked her. I said, well, what's the question? I'll be truthful. She asked me if I knew her birth mother, and I said, yeah. She said, did you have a child with her? I said, yeah, and that child was taken away from me when she was about 1.5, 2 years old. And she told me that she was born Lucinda, and that's what her name was. And she asked me all kinds of questions, and I told her every answer she wanted to hear.
There's some doubt on her part.
When she was born, and I seen the small picture of her and everything, she had a lot of my facial features then. You know, we looked alike.
Well,
but as you know, when I've seen photos of her now, and she got older, her facial expression stuff's changed a little bit.
I do
Looks
look
more
a lot
like her
different.
mother?
I don't know. I never knew what her mother looked like back then.
I'm a carbon copy of my mom.
anything you want to say to her before I read?
Well, however this test comes out, I still want you in my life, whether you're my daughter or not.
I want you guys in my life
In the case of 21-year-old Lucy, Richard, you are the father.